Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It'll be a Diamond Dynasty spring training contest between the Bearcats and the Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Fasten your seatbelt. First two pitches of the game. Boom, a double. And now a single. They're first and third. And I haven't even sat down and taken my jacket off yet.
Here's Adrian now. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. The 0-1 hit sharply on the ground. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is Contreras and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Into the box now, George Brett calling for it. Zobrist, 2 down. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first inning double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. In now is John Jay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
In there at the knees, strike one. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does.
Here's another 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, clearly it didn't start the way they wanted it to. They're already down a bunch of runs, but what do? You play the same game. Try to manufacture, score runs. Let's try to win this inning, the next inning, chip away at that lead until you get right back in the game.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
So he sets him down swinging. Javier Baez becomes out number 2 this inning. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what you call going to the plate with a game plan. 0-0 count, looking for a fastball. He took it right back up the middle. Great execution.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So no runs here. Stepping into the box, Nolan Ryan. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Giving chase is Almora, 1 away.
Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often in this club.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And another foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Brantley rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner scores from second. Digging in to try it again. Adrian Gonzalez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Ready is Lackey. The pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. This one's into the bleachers and gone.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Mike Montgomery is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Now that is some kind of power. That's a changeup on the first pitch. He got out in front and pulled it and hit a home run with it. Let's see if he can straighten something out in this at bat.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
I I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Standing in now, Ernie Banks, as he rips it on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are two away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Posada. And remember, he hit that two-run homer his first time up. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double ditches, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jay has a read on it, and that's the third out. But they manage. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And he gets ahead 0-1. The 1. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-strike fastball on the corner of the plate. He's able to foul it off. Nice job.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ben Zobrist is retired leading off the bottom of the second. Kyle Schwarber is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley is under it. And the inning is over. So they go down without. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to baseball on the show from Wrigley Field. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Jay, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, they thought the inning was going to be set up nice. The pitcher's leading off to get a quick out. Instead, he gets a base hit, and now here comes the top of the order. Look out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Almora racing back. He's there and records the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 8.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And way gone. And that cleared the shrubbery.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Here's Adrian now, as it's on the ground toward the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And Gonzalez has beaten the throw home. He's safe at the plate.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games. And he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
George Brett is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
The 1-0 delivery. Back to him, and that's off his leg. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Well, Matt, he's homered in this game, drives in a run right there. This is his 3rd RBI of the ball game. He's doing his part.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
Stepping in now, Jorge Posada as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Well, he went up there with the game plan looking for one specific pitch, and he got it. He hit it hard. When the guy hits the ball that hard, you know he was looking for it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. Runners are at 1st and 3rd, 1 away. Hit back up the middle towards second. Zobrist is there. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to Kinsler, too late, and they'll just get the 1.
The pitcher number 30.
Digging in and looking for more. Nolan Ryan. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back easily. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
A 2-hit game for the pitcher. My goodness. You're giving up hits to the pitcher. You got to be a little bit worried. On the other side, he's got to be just excited, ecstatic to get 2 hits in 1 game.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. High in the air out to center field. Jay is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one.
Leading up for the Cubs, right fielder Albert
Almora is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Albert Almora is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Mike Montgomery comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of 1 out, nobody on. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Cubs,
first offering on its way. John Jay is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sign from Posada. Now the 1-1. Left field and deep. Brantley racing back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Hunter Pence will start things out with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Hunter Pence digs in to get the inning started. Hit in the air to right field. Almora in pursuit. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Adrian Gonzalez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now. Riding in once again, Mike Trout. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Here's Javier Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Off the Chicago fourth. Second baseman.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Bryant. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Chris Bryant becomes out number 2 this inning. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Another one sent foul. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Now it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. First offering on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Schwarber going back on it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Ernie Banks is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, that's an unusual pitch. He tried to sneak a backdoor cutter. You don't see it very often. He tried to sneak it in there, almost got it too.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch.
Here he is, falling behind again, 2-0. This has been a big part of his struggles. You can't pitch from behind and in hitters' counts all the time.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-1 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The relay throw, and he's safe. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Posada. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. First pitch coming, here it is. This is line to left, and that's going to get down out there. And the runner from third crosses the plate. But no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Almora has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Albert Almora will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Brian Dunsing gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here, and it's gone into the bleachers.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Here's Adrian now as he hits one on a line to left field. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Now Gonzalez is around second, on his way to third. The relay, and he is in there.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that three-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single, so if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. Trying off George Brett, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 1 out and a runner on third. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Well, Matt, with the runner at third base and less than 2 outs, there's so many ways to score a run by just putting the ball in play. That one there, instead of hitting a ground ball to somebody, at somebody, he hits it right back up the middle and picks up the run. Either way works for me. Put the ball in play.
Ernie Banks swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Now the 0-1. Hit hard to short. And now from the air, a jump throw. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. The catcher, Jorge Posada, will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Brett rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score the runner from second. And the second run will score as well. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. He's set, and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. Striding in once again, Nolan Ryan. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Jay has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So Miguel Montero is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Miguel Montero.
And this will be fouled away. Montero waits. Now the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Miguel Montero becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. John Jay is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Here's Javier Baez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He did a nice job of getting 2 outs before the 2-hitter came to the plate. Now you got the 2-hitter at the plate, and you start to move to the power. You want to keep as many of those little guys out front off the base before the big boys come up.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the Carl Edwards Jr. enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Line drive to center field. Jay is right there, 1 down. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into the windup and the pitch. swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
First baseman.
Into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. If he could find a gap somewhere, he'll have a good shot at completing the cycle. He needs a double. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder,
here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Boy, if you're the pitcher, you're feeling good. That either says I got great stuff, or he just doesn't know what he's doing right now. Even the great ones take bad swings, and that was a bad swing.
Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Jay has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
third baseman.
In there for strike 1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters. He's throwing first pitch strike 2. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line hard to center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The shortstop, number 18.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the. At the plate, George Brett. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Jay will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ernie Banks. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. And that misses inside, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Zobrist now at short. He's got it. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The catcher, number 12,
ready once again, Jorge Posada, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that plate appearance extends the inning for Ian Kinsler.
Now look at the screen here, okay? That ball is inside off the zone, inside off the plate, and he still was able to pull his hands inside and get a base hit.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Throw comes back in quickly, holding the lead runner at 3rd, but the batter was able to hustle up to 2nd with 2 away.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
A dive by Zobrist, but it's past his outstretched glove, a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
The pitcher with a 2 RBI base hit.
Here's Michael Brantley. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Kyle Schwarber. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Chop foul to the left side. Brett is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The catcher, number 40.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked. I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position to get on top of it. And it's just too hard to do all those things and think you're going to square it up.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. This one pretty well in the bag.
Attention, please.
Pedro Strop comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Hunter Pence will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And now here's a ball lifted out to center for Jay. And he's got it for the first out. Here's Adrian now. He could find a gap somewhere. He'll have a good shot at completing the cycle. He needs a double. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, that ball almost undressed him, diving to try to make an effort to catch it. But, man, that ball's hit good.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. Hit hard towards center. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
Into the box now, George Brett, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
1-2, here it comes. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. this is pulled into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Ernie Banks.
Standing in now, Ernie Banks. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam.
You've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you can do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run.
Well, the ball's been flying all over the place this game, but most of the fireworks have come from him. That's his third long ball. What a game.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
Nolan Ryan is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
He is having a terrific game, pitching well enough to get back to the plate again, and this time he delivers with a base hit.
Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. Lifted in the air out to center field. And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Hunter Pence. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Tommy La Stella will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. In now is John Jay. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The windup and the 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Javier Baez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. And they'll try and end it here with an even 1. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Tons of runs in this one. John Lackey was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
We thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.